The Miami Dolphins had arguably one of the strongest draft classes in the 2021 NFL season. The 2021 NFL drafts out of all 32 teams. I would rank them at least in the top 5. Like, I don't think that's even close to a debate. 3 starters with their first 3 draft picks. I mean, it was amazing. So, obviously we're continuing to do our evaluation of how all 32 NFL teams fared in the 2021 NFL draft and with their respective draft classes. And so far we're all the way out to the Miami Dolphins here, who drafted number 6th overall. And, I think you got 3 really good players off the top here, but we'll get right into it. So if you just take a look right now at the, who they had at the first overall, their first overall selection with the 6th overall pick, Jalen Waddle, wide receiver out of Alabama, who had over 100 catches for 1,015 yards and 6 touchdowns. Easy A here. I don't think it's even close to a debate here. A couple different reasons. Number one, obviously you combined Tua and Jalen Waddle, who played college ball together at Alabama, and you saw a lot of that chemistry, a lot of those great things start to take off in year one. You love to see it. But also, I think you really found a player that can be the focal point of your offense if you need him to be. Obviously, Mike McDaniel and everything he's going to do with this offense is going to be special, especially with that run game. But overall, I felt like Jalen Waddle really made a name for himself, and I think he's going to continue to do so in the league here. And I think it's only going to get better with McDaniel now going to be calling the shots. So I'm really excited about this. I really feel like he's going to be a really good player for a really long time. I feel like they're going to probably use him more on the ground, which is something I'm very much for, and I'm really excited for this. I think this was the kickoff of a very good draft class for the Miami Dolphins. In the first round, number 18th overall, the Miami Dolphins selected Jalen Phillips. Hey, Jalen, edge out of Miami, 42 total tackles, 8.5 sacks. Did start out a little slow. Cards on the table, it wasn't exactly a great big fast start for Phillips, but he did easily make up for it, and was a very big piece for their edge attack as the season wore on. And obviously, I think they went on 7-8 game win streak, and it just after starting 1-7, I think one of the only NFL teams to do that. This draft class was a major reason for that. And Jalen Phillips, I think he's going to be a quality edge player. You were kind of worried about him when he was coming out of the draft. I knew he kind of went through some concussions. I believe when he was it Notre Dame, and then he came to Miami, whatever it was, but had some kind of concussion issues. Then came to the NFL, and man, it didn't seem to slow him down at all. In the second round, number 36 overall, the Miami Dolphins selected Javon Holland, safety out of Oregon. Love this pick. I felt he was going to go in the second round a little bit earlier, but hey, overall, and he was in the conversation to go first, but he was a very good safety. Saw him playing some corner a little bit too, but overall finished with 69 tackles, 2 picks, 2.5 sacks. And this is how you know, because you can just say stats at you or whatever, but when you look at that 84.7 PFF grade, PFF ranks corners and offensive linemen very harsh. And so to come out with an 84.7 PFF grade as a rookie really shows you that the Dolphins were really able to get a quality player here still early in the second round, and easily going to be a starter. I think you got 3 really good starters here, potentially Pro Bowlers, all 3 of them for their extended careers with the Dolphins, and you really like where they started here. A to start off all 3 picks here. Then in the second round, number 42 overall, the Dolphins selected Liam Eichenberg, tackle, Notre Dame. Played in 17 games, started 16 of them, had over 11 snaps at offensive lineman for him, 10 total penalties, 9 sacks. I give this grade a C+. I think it's kind of rough because, going from Notre Dame to the NFL is clearly a jump for anybody, but, I think it's really hard to be able to do for anybody. So I think there's a lot to work with there. There really is a lot to work with, but overall, I think the Dolphins are in a good place. With Eichenberg here, I think he's going to continue to get better and just not only provide a good offensive lineman for him, but, you got to start somewhere. And I think, starting at left tackle in the NFL is a tough feat. You got 6'5" guys that can run literally almost 30 miles an hour. It's crazy. Maybe not 30 miles an hour. It's humanly impossible, office reference there. But anyway, I think that Eichenberg is going to be a really good tackle for him at that blind side, not Tua's blind side, but overall I think it was a very good pick, and I think he could do a lot of good things for him in the future. Overall, again, gave it a C+. We'll see how he develops with the Dolphins moving forward. In the third round, the Dolphins selected Hunter Long, tight end out of Boston College. Liked the pick, but got a little, he had some injury problems, and I think it kind of really seemed to sideline him. Had a catch for 8 yards, a C here. That's kind of our go-to here. But you also like what you see out of Mike Gesicki, who's able to be that starting number one tight end for the Dolphins. But overall, I think the Dolphins are in a place where it's going to only go up from here, especially for a guy like Long. So, but the Dolphins, nobody knows this, but Mike Gesicki is honestly one of the best all-around tight ends in the entire NFL, and I really like him. He does not get near enough credit, and I got a lot of respect for a guy like Mike Gesicki. So I really think he had over 70 catches this year for 780 yards and 2 touchdowns, and so you're really going to see and really like to see how they both continue to develop in Gesicki and Long here. So overall, a good pick, I think, but just getting healthy is half the battle, and I think hopefully Hunter Long will do that in year 2. In the 7th round, the Dolphins selected Larnell Coleman, tackle out of Ole Miss, with the 231st overall pick. Did spend pretty much the entire season on injured reserve. Had knee issues, I believe, early in the season. I believe in August. He underwent knee surgery. I don't remember what the injury was off the top of my head, but overall did sideline him. And we've talked about it before ad nauseum. These kind of picks, especially late in the late after the 3rd and 4th round, these guys are more developmental guys. So I don't think he would have gotten a ton of snaps to start right away, but I think that he would have gotten a lot of good experience. But overall, injury, not a lot you can do there. And I think hopefully he comes back stronger in year 2 and can make a name for himself, at the very least, as a depth piece for the Dolphins. In the 7th round, again, 13 picks later, 244 overall, the Dolphins selected Jared Dokes, running back, Cincinnati. I like Dokes. I felt like he was a really good player, but overall, the Dolphins have some good backs, and plus, I think they're still kind of figuring out their passing game as well. So you got Myles Gaskin and Phillip Lindsay in there. Duke Johnson also played a little bit for him too. So I would have liked to see him kind of elevated up from the practice squad just to kind of see. But overall, I think their running back room is stacked right now. It's tough to get on the field, and I think in year 2, Dokes could see his opportunities. We'll have to see what happens. So overall, this class was impressive. I liked what I saw. Like I said, 3 starters off the back, all guys that received A's, and I think are going to be Pro Bowlers for years to come. I think they're going to be really good players and a lot of fun to watch moving forward. So really like what I saw from the Dolphins. And again, you didn't see a lot of 4th and 5th round picks in there. I think because there was 4th, 5th, or 6th for that matter. Because there's a lot of trading going on. And here's the thing, though. Here's the thing I love about that. The Dolphins went up and got their guys, and it panned out. You had, again, 3 starters right off the back. You got Eichenberg, who I think could be that 4th guy coming off, I think, in year 2. Again, left tackle in the NFL is so hard. It really is one of the hardest jobs. President, left tackle, quarterback. No, I'm just kidding. President, quarterback, left tackle in the NFL, something like that, okay? But I think overall it's going to be a very interesting thing moving forward here to see how this draft class pans out. I think, again, 4 good starters. We'll see what happens with Hunter Long, Coleman, and Dokes there. But overall, I love the draft class. Gave it an A because, man, a lot of guys are panning out. A lot of guys are playing very well. So overall, very good draft class for the Miami Dolphins. But let us know what you guys think. Make sure you guys like and subscribe down below. Leave a like and a comment. It helps people find the show. We greatly appreciate all the support that we've gotten and continue to get. You guys are all truthfully awesome. We love every single one of you. Also, remember to, in our description down below, we have all of our social media platforms. Give us a like and a follow there, as well as give us a listen and sub on iTunes. And if you have anything else you'd like us to cover, send us an email at thesportsbp@yahoo.com or put in the comment section down below, and we would love to cover it. But let us know what you guys think about our grading of the 2021 Miami Dolphins draft class.